got to blow this berg before those people from HarperCollins get here. Once they publish my memoirs, I'm finished. It's all your fault. I told you to keep your mitts off my manuscript, but oh no, you had to go behind my back and sell it.
Timmy was just trying to help. That book would have made Timmy and Tabitha enough money to be on Easy Street.
Or like Death Row. My memoirs are a torrid tell-all of my 300 years here in Harmony. Not only does it expose everyone's darkest, deepest secrets, but it exposes me as a witch. Oh no, I wouldn't get rich, Timmy. I'd get the stake. They'll burn me alive.
He's not answering either. Okay, where could Hank and Agent Freeman be? Why haven't they called me by now? Time's running out for Sheridan. Hank, what's going on?
Eve, this is Agent Hal Freeman, FBI.
Dr. Russell, we need your help with a case of fraud.
Medical fraud.
You could say that. We need to convince everyone that Sheridan's dead.
Sheridan will be dead if we don't get her out of that coffin, and soon.
As soon as our boat arrives, it's au revoir, Harmony.
We will drop off Hank and the lawman on our way back to France.
Yeah, we'll drop them 6 fathoms down. And Hank Bennett will always regret trying to outsmart us and save Sheridan Crane.
Time's running out for Sheridan. Our only hope now is Eve. She has to know something went wrong when we didn't call on time.
Eve will call Luis and tell him what we've done. And he'll go to the cemetery and dig up Sheridan.
Well, if I have to die, at least I'm gonna die in peace knowing Sheridan's safe.
I've got to stay calm. Not use up what air I've left. There's still time for Luis to rescue me. If he even knows I'm still alive. If only I had told him about Hank's plan, then I'd be in his arms right now, not trapped down in here. Someone's in my grave. Please, God, let there still be time for me to be rescued. Help!
Sheridan was full of love and kindness. Why did you take her away from us, God? Why now? When I need her most.
Chad. Hey, Sapita. Man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Listen, sorry about your aunt. I know she meant a lot to you. Just figured I'd come by, pay my respects, since we buds and all.
Thanks, Chad. True friend.
Listen, man, if you want to be alone right now.
No, it's okay. I just stopped by on the way to Teresa's house.
So, where are things at with you two?
Well, right now, she's telling Luis that we're in love. And I want to be there for her.
So, does that mean you're gonna be with Teresa?
No.
I still haven't made up my mind. I mean, I love Teresa as much as I love Gwen, but I don't want to hurt either one of them. I just wish that Sheridan was here to give me some advice. You know, to help me decide who to marry. And who to spend the rest of my life with, Gwen or Teresa.
Ethan better not show his face around here again. Because if he does, I'm gonna rip his head off.
Louise, I know you're upset that Ethan blames
Teresa,
you for...
I trusted you! You're my own sister and you betrayed me.
Hijos, what is going on here?
Mama Louise knows about Ethan and me.
Oh, dear God. I knew this would happen.
You knew about Teresa and Ethan. You knew and you kept it from me.
Well, I just kept hoping, praying that it would end.
Yeah, well, it's ending now. Teresa and Ethan are finished.
No, Louise!
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me higher. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Chill, Tabby. They don't burn witches alive anymore.
You've forgotten our near-death experience at the original Harmony settlement. We were seconds away from being torched then.
Those pilgrims were living in the past. The big thing now is alien autopsies.
Well, I'm not an alien. I'm a witch. Besides, they only do autopsies on dead people, and that I'm not.
Doesn't Tabitha watch the sci-fi show? They do autopsies on witches, dead or alive.
It is a known fact that witches feel pain. They scream when being burned at the stake, when being touched by a crucifix, or when melting, as in the case of the Wicked Witch of the West. The question then becomes, how much pain do they feel?
What the hell kind of a day spa is this?
The electrodes attached to this witch's head are connected to this pain meter.
A what?
Let's see how much it hurts when I saw into her evil flesh with a handsaw.
No! No, don't!
The perfect pitch for sawing a witch.
Chad, in these last few weeks have been hell. Between Sheridan's death and trying to decide between Gwen and Teresa, I mean, I'm a wreck.
Just trust your feelings, man. They'll tell you what to do.
Yeah, but they haven't yet. And I can't keep Gwen and Teresa waiting forever.
Look, you said you wish your aunt was alive to give you advice, right? So, what do you think she'd say?
Maybe she said it in her will. It was written before she knew Teresa and I were in love, but she made it clear. I mean, she thought Gwen and I belonged together. She even made provisions for the kids we'd have one day. Maybe I should just go with what she thought was best. Marry Gwen.
Yeah, man, but that was before she knew about you and Teresa. Yo, that was before she fell for Teresa's brother. Now, come on, if Sheridan thought that she could make a life with Luis, why can't you make one with Teresa?
And that's the problem. And I know I could be happy with either Gwen or Teresa, but I don't want to ignore Sheridan's last wishes.
use? Whoever up there obviously doesn't even know that I'm buried alive down here. I hear them shoveling to save me. Something really must have happened to Hank, Eve, and Agent Freeman. Now Luis will never know what really happened to me. That one of the reasons why I accepted Hank's deal was to show him how strong I was. I just wanted him to know that I could be counted on. I only wanted him to admire me. To feel that I was worthy. I only wanted him to nail Roger and Pierre and get that promotion that he wanted and deserved. Now he'll never know that I was willing to die for him.
I won't give up Ethan. I love him, and I always have.
How can you demean yourself to love a man who loves another woman?
Ethan thought he loved Gwen. He asked her to marry him before he realized that he loved me.
Yeah? Does Gwen know that it's over between them? Does she know that he only loves you? Has he asked you to marry him?
No, but he will. It's only a matter of time.
He's just using you. Can't you see he's just stringing you along?
No, he's not.
Look, he's just like his father and his grandfather. They use people and then they get rid of them, just like they did to Papa. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let him do that to you.
Luis, please, enough for one night. Whitney, please, could you take Teresa out for some fresh air?
Not so fast. I want everything out on the table tonight. The truth, Mama. Do you see Teresa and Ethan together? You said that you didn't. Do you think they belong together? Yes or no?
Mama, please. Help me. Tell Luis that Ethan really does love me, that he will choose me over Gwen. Tell Luis that in your heart, you know that Ethan and I belong together. Please. Something's not right.
And then later on, when you're alone with Sheridan, you need to give her a drug that will make her appear to be dead. And then as soon as she's buried and Roger and Pierre are in custody, we will dig her up.
Sheridan, are you okay with all of this?
I'll do whatever it takes to put those drug lords behind bars. My only qualm in all of this is not telling Luis, though. Luis and I are getting close again. It'll hurt him too much to think that I've been murdered. He has a right to know exactly what's going on.
I agree with Sheridan. I think you need to let Luis in on your plan.
Look, I know Luis cares for Sheridan, okay? And her death would be hell for him. But Roger and Pierre have to think that she's dead. In order for them to be convinced, Luis has to be convincing.
And the only way to ensure that is for Officer Lopez Fitzgerald to truly believe that Sheridan has been shot and killed. The more he grieves, the more they buy into our ruse.
And once Roger thinks Sheridan's dead, he'll come out of hiding, and the feds will nab him.
Hank will be wired when he meets with Roger and Pierre. Now, these two are both going to feel that they have nothing more to fear. Believe me, they'll gloat about your death, and they'll rehash all the times I tried to kill you. Now, with their confession, coupled with your testimony, the French authorities will have an airtight case against the two most notorious drug dealers in Europe.
What if something goes wrong? What if Roger and Pierre don't believe I'm really dead? That has to be what happened. Roger and Pierre know that I'm still alive and they're keeping anyone from helping me. I'm really going to die.
I just wish that Sheridan was still alive to give me advice about Gwen and Teresa. But it's too late. She's gone now. Never gonna see her smile or hear her voice again.
I'm sorry, man. I know you and your aunt were pretty close.
I just hope that wherever she is, she understands. Even though I love Luis's sister, I'm never gonna be friends with him. Not when he's responsible for my aunt's death.
Now, are you sure that's true? I mean, from what you told me, Luis has saved your aunt's life a lot of times.
No, that is beside the point. No, I wanted more protection for her. But Luis had the FBI convinced that he could protect her on his own. But he couldn't do it. He failed her, Chad, and this is the price she paid. I just hope that he doesn't fail Teresa by refusing to accept our relationship when she does tell him.
What if you don't accept it?
It's gonna be hard for Teresa. But that's not gonna affect my decision whether I marry her or not. 'Cause I'm not afraid of Luis Lopez Fitzgerald.
Please, Mama, tell Luis and Ethan and I belong together. That Ethan is a good person and he truly loves me. That we can be happy together, Mama.
Teresa.
If you think that Teresa belongs with Ethan Crane, then I don't belong here. I'll have failed you as a son and a brother who helped try to raise his little sister.
Please, don't say that, Luis.
It's truth.
God, I knew that your love for Ethan would destroy this family, and now it's happening before my very eyes. I told Teresa that you would not be accepting of Ethan. I tried to stop this from going this far, but
We both did, Luis.
You know how headstrong your sister can be.
Especially when it comes to Ethan.
There's no doubt that Teresa loves Ethan, and he has said that he loves her.
You see, Luis.
Yeah, I do. But you don't. You're too young and naive to understand men. They'll say anything to get what they want. You fell for Ethan's act, hook, line, and sinker.
Luis, it is no act. Ethan loves me, and he is going to marry me.
Oh, really, sis? Is that right? Because I saw a ring on Gwen's hand. I don't see one on yours. It's because Ethan never planned on marrying you, and he never will.
Hurry, Timmy. I shudder to think what will happen if those people from HarperCollins find out that I'm a witch and you're a living doll.
This must be the end. Timmy feels like he's been ripped into two.
Wait. This is wrong.
I should say so.
Before I dissect a living witch, I want to find out what makes her Timmy doll seem like he's alive sometimes.
No! No! Don't slice and dice, Timmy!
What's wrong?
Timmy just had the most horrible thought. That Timmy and his princess were in the alien autopsy, and Dr. Eve Russell was sawing Timmy open.
That's funny. I imagined her doing the same thing to me earlier. Talk about horrors.
Timmy and Tabitha have to make tracks before they're mincemeat. What is this vial, Tabby?
I don't know, but I doubt it's much use to us now. Judging by the dust on it, I haven't opened it in at least 200 years. jumping jackals, Timmy. This vial contains the dust of forgetfulness. There's not much in it, but it might just be enough to do the trick.
What's Tabby up to now?
If I could throw this dust in the faces of those people from HarperCollins, they won't remember I'm a witch and you're a doll.
Timmy and Tabby are saved!
There's just one small catch.
There always is. And it usually involves Timmy having to do something dirty, dangerous, and degrading. Right, Tabby?
I'm gonna get fair. And time. Oh, if only I had insisted that Louise be in on the plan.
What if something goes wrong? What if Roger and Pierre don't think that I'm really dead?
Then we'll abort the plan and we'll get you out of the coffin ASAP.
But what if you can't? What if something happens?
Look, don't worry. If I'm in a jam, there's Agent Freeman.
And if for some reason I can't help you, Eve can. One of us will set you free before you run out of air.
If I lose contact with Hank or Agent Freeman, I'll call Louise to come and save you.
I would still prefer that Luis be in on all of this. But if you think it's best that he's not, okay. I just hope that you get me out of that coffin before I come to. My claustrophobia will drive me mad.
The only thing standing in the way of Ethan putting a ring on my finger is Gwen. But not for long, Louise. Ethan will realize that I am the woman he wants to spend the rest of his life with, and then you will see how wrong you are about him.
I'm gonna go put on some hot water for tea.
Thank you, Whitney. Teresita, about Gwen and Ethan. Julian read Sheridan's will earlier tonight, and I think it's important that you know what was in it.
I don't understand.
Mija, Sheridan assumed that Ethan would marry Gwen, and she supported that union wholeheartedly. She left money to the children that Gwen and Ethan would have one day.
Sheridan must have made out her will before Ethan realized he loved me.
Whenever it was drawn up, Teresa, Sheridan's bequest carries a great deal of weight with Ethan. It's as if she was speaking to him from her grave.
No, this can't be happening.
Teresita, I was there. I saw the effect that Sheridan's bequest had on Ethan, and while he is clearly torn between you and Gwen, I believe that eventually Sheridan's wishes will lead him to marry her, not you, Mija.
And my life will be over.
Teresa, please, look, I hate to see you so upset. But I only want what's best for you, and it's not Ethan Crane.
My life will be ruined if I don't marry Ethan.
No, it won't. He's not going to make you happy because he's never going to marry you.
Yes, he will, Louise.
Teresa, please, would you stop kidding yourself? The Crane men, they treat women like garbage. Come on, look at Julian and Ivy. Everyone knows they have a lousy marriage.
Louise, Ethan isn't like Mr. Crane. He is good and kind, like Sheridan was. If you gave him a chance, Louise, if you got to know him, you would see how great he is.
Teresa, it's not going to happen. I want nothing to do with Ethan Crane. He's inherited his father's genes.
No, Louise, Ethan didn't inherit Julian Crane's genes. Ethan is not a Crane.
What are you talking about? Ethan is not a Crane.
To have faith. Louise has come to my rescue time and again. He won't fail me now. He won't. We've been through so much together. We have a right to be happy. I'll never see Luis again. We'll never have a family. We'll never grow old together.
Nurse, could you please check the front desk and see if there are any messages for me? Oh, you did. Still nothing. Thank you. Okay, that's it. I can't wait any longer. Gotta call Luis. Hello. Oh. Oh, thank God you called. I was just about to call Luis. Where? Okay. I'll get my medical bag. I'll be right there.
So what's the catch that involves Timmy?
In order for the dust of forgetfulness to work and to make those people from HarperCollins forget my memoirs, it has to be mixed with the dirt from the grave of someone recently deceased.
Timmy knew it! Tell us making Timmy go somewhere they hate the most. The cemetery!
Where else would you find a fresh grave?
Does Timmy have to do the digging?
It's a man's job. And since you're the closest thing I have to one, yes, you get to dig the dirt.
Timmy misses the old days, when Tabitha had her powers. Now Timmy has to do all the work.
Because it is all Timmy's fault. Now, either you dig the dirt from the grave of a fresh stiff, or we end up on a special alien autopsy. What's it going to be? Right.
Tabby and Timmy's next stop? The cemetery.
Yo, maybe you should just go home, all right? Look, listen to me. Just go home, get some rest, and then you can see Teresa tomorrow, all right? And your head's clear.
No, Chad. I have to see Teresa tonight.
I hear you, man, all right? But you going over there in the middle of that family feud is just gonna make things worse for Teresa. Look, I was about to go over to Dr. Russell's, try to find out stuff about my parents, but maybe I should just walk you home first, all right? Now, we'll go home, call Teresa, make sure she's okay, and then decide what to do. And if you decide to go over there tonight, then maybe I should go with you.
Thanks, Chad, but I have to do this on my own. Look, I know I'm never gonna get along with Luis, and I accept that. But whatever happens, I have to be there for Teresa.
What do you mean Ethan's not a Crane?
Teresa's too upset to know what she's saying. Isn't that right, Teresita?
I meant that Ethan is nothing. Like Julian Crane. That he didn't inherit the Crane's bad genes. That he doesn't use women like Julian and Alistair Crane. Isn't that right, Mama?
It is true that Ethan is not like the rest of the Crane.
I don't care. You went behind my back. You got Mama to lie for you. You broke our family's trust. And for what? Because you think you're in love with that bastard Ethan Crane?
Please, I don't think I am in love. I am. Ethan loves me, and I love him.
Teresa, you are too young to know what real love even is.
Mama and Papa were younger than I am now when they got married, and Mama still loves Papa, even though he's been gone for years.
Mama and Papa came from good families, all right? They're not like the Cranes.
Luis, Ethan is different.
You can defend him all you want. But I'm telling you right now, you and Ethan have seen the last of each other.
Is this the place?
Are you Dr. Russell?
Are you the one who called me at my office? So then you're from Interpol.
I'm going to take you to see Hank and Agent Freeman.
Great, but we have to hurry. Time is running out for Sheridan.
We know. That is why we asked you to come right away. Now, if you'll follow me.
It makes Devil to think that Timmy and his princess will find a fresh grave.
Well, that's the nice thing about cemeteries, Timmy. People are always dying to get in.
Jayla and his riders can sleep easy tonight.
Let's have less lip and more looking for a fresh grave. There, Timmy. Oh, this will do nicely.
What beautiful flowers. Whoever was buried here must be loved.
Frou-frou fauna. I hate flowers. Now get to work.
Tell the Timmy's scared of this place. Can't Timmy come back in the morning when he can see what he's doing?
We'll be digging our own graves if you don't give me the dirt that I need to cast a spell on those people coming from HarperCollins. And just in case you've forgotten, this is all your fault.
Timmy can take a hint.
Yes, well, get a move on. Time is running out.
Eve had to have called Luis by now. I bet she's down at the cemetery digging up Sheridan's grave to get her out of the coffin before the air runs out.
Thank God for backup.
What are you whispering about?
Nothing important. You know, sports, weather, what losers you and Pierre are.
Is that so?
Yeah, that's so. Sheridan's being saved by Luis Lopez Fitzgerald even as we speak. And when he finds out that you were going to let Sheridan die by leaving her buried alive in a coffin underground, he's going to tear you apart.
Mon Dieu.
Oh, no. Not even God could help you now. You've been beaten, Roge, but good.
For that to be true, we wouldn't have known about the other accomplice into your scheme.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hank and I are in this alone.
Yeah, Raj, I mean, that cheap champagne you were drinking must have went to your head. There's no other accomplice.
If you say so.
You say Hank and Agent Freeman are here for security reasons? Why? Did something go wrong?
This sounds like Eve. She shouldn't be here. No, she shouldn't. What the hell's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on, my friend. I've known all about your plan from its inception, including the fact that Dr. Russell was in on it. She is the other accomplice. And, by the way, she never called Luis.
God. There's no hope for Sheridan now. He's gonna die.
I'm gonna die soon. I can feel myself slipping away. I only wish I'd spent more time with Luis. I'm gonna miss you so much, Luis. I'm gonna miss the future that we could have had together. I'm gonna miss Ethan, too. He was the one member of the family I truly loved. It's so sad to die knowing that the two men that were most important in my life hate each other so much. They both had such good, loving hearts. If only Ethan and Louise could give each other another chance. I'm afraid it's too late for any of us.
Don't say I can't see Ethan again. I have to. Ethan is the air I breathe, and I cannot live without him.
Yes, you can, and you're going to. Starting right now.
No,
Ethan
Louise.
Crane is never stepping foot in this house again. And next time I see him, I'm gonna make him regret using you the way he did.
No, you can't.
No, Ethan went too far this time. Coming after my kid's sister. I'm gonna kill him for what he did to you.